I'm going to go through all of the content we're getting for Modern Warfare 3, including the launch of the game, the Season 1 update, the holiday event happening, and much more. But first up here, we have something happening in MW2 right before the campaign early access goes live here. We have a Dune crossover bundle releasing. Call of Duty teased an image of that today, and we have some early gameplay here of the operator himself. And of course, the bundle page here costing 2,400 COD points. You have the operator skin, which again looks pretty cool. We have 3 weapon blueprints here, a finishing move, some cosmetics, calling cards, emblems, stuff like that. It's a solid bundle overall, nothing too crazy, but if you guys are fans of Dune, you might want to pick this up here, and of course, this is usable in MW3 as well. Now, for the campaign early access, that's the first major thing happening here for MW3 right now. We have the pre-download for the entire campaign file happening on Wednesday, November 1st at these times up on screen. Now, if you pre-ordered MW3 right now on battle.net, you could preload the entire campaign file early, but if you pre-ordered on Steam or you pre-ordered digitally on Xbox or PlayStation, you have to wait until Wednesday. Regardless, you'll be able to preload this campaign before it goes live a day early. Now, of course, the campaign early access actually starts a day later on Thursday, November 2nd at these times up on screen. This is the same times for all platforms here, which is pretty exciting. This campaign early access period will last until the game comes out, and of course, campaign will be playable for the rest of the game's life cycle once it's fully out, right? But you'll be able to play campaign a week early, which again, as I've said in previous videos, is so cool. They did it last year for the first time with MW2. I hope they do it for future games here. It allows me to just relax, play the campaign, focus on that, and not have to worry about playing MP, zombies, grinding camos, all that good stuff. And we'll be going through a bunch of new campaign details over the next couple days here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Now, for the next major event happening here, it's of course the full launch of MW3. So of course today we got some official info on the MW3 launch preload here, which is going to be on Wednesday, November 8th at these times up on screen, where again, you'll be able to preload the entire MW3 game file, which includes, of course, multiplayer and zombies. And of course, if you already got campaign early access, it would already include a campaign. But if you didn't pre-order MW3 digitally, you'll have to download the campaign there as well. And of course, for the full launch here of the game, at least for PC, this is going to happen on Thursday, November 9th through Friday, November 10th here at these times up on screen. As I've said, for certain regions, you'll be able to play a bit early. We'll go through more specific details on that because it's a bit confusing for a lot of reasons as we get closer to the launch of this game. But regardless, these are the main release times here for the full launch of MW3. And of course, we know most of the content we're getting for MW3's base game. We know all 16 of the launch maps are the MW2 2009 launch maps, which is pretty cool. We know MW3 zombies will take place on the Urzikstan Warzone map. You know, a lot of the finer details haven't been revealed yet. We don't know all of the weapons, for example, and stuff like that, but we'll get more information on that very soon. And now for Season 1, that's the next major update after the game comes out, of course. That's going to be on Wednesday, December 6th, of course. And we actually have a lot of details on what we're getting for Season 1. So first up here, here's what Call of Duty already officially said. With Day 1 multiplayer content featuring faithful modernizations of Modern Warfare's fan-favorite maps, over 12 all-new Core 6v6 maps will fuel post-launch live seasons, which is a decent amount of new DLC maps there. You know, we should be getting at least 2 for Season 1, although the leaks are saying we might get 3 for Season 1. We'll see very soon. The big question is, how many of those maps will be remixed versus newly created MW3 maps for this game? I feel like it'll be half and half. I don't mind it being half and half, but, you know, we'll see very soon. We already have this leak here about shipment returning in MW3, which is the least surprising news I've ever seen in my life, right? Obviously, they're going to bring back shipment to this game here, although at some point in the future, I would like them to switch up the maps, make it so we have a new close quarters map that is added, especially for Black Ops 2024 next year. I honestly wouldn't mind if we didn't see Nuketown. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I feel like we've seen Nuketown way too many times here. Having a new close quarters map, honestly, like Shootouts, for an example, is a good move just to change things up, but still have a map to have fun, grind camos, all of that good stuff. So let me know down below your opinions on that. And of course, we're also getting for Warzone the Urzikstan map. All of the Warzone integration stuff will be at the launch of Season 1 on December 6th there. So a lot of people might not know, if you're a new Call of Duty fan, the new Warzone map will not be available on November 10th when the game comes out. You have to wait till Season 1 for the full integration. Urzikstan looks like a solid map overall. We're going to have the new MW3 movement, the slide canceling, you know, faster movement overall in the new Warzone map, which is definitely really exciting as well. We'll be covering all of that as it goes live there. Now, for other content here, we have a lot of interesting stuff. So we have weapons as well, which may not release for Season 1, but apparently the axe and the shovel melee weapons will return at some point here, which is pretty cool overall. Hopefully we get a lot of cool melee weapons throughout MW3's DLC lifecycle. We had a leak about Vondel having an MW3 variant as well, which is kind of funny. I mean, obviously, again, for MW3, this could mean that Vondel is, of course, in Warzone, but also will be a playable map in MW3 Zombies, just like how every new Warzone map we got during MW2 last year was also brought into DMZ. The same thing will happen here. Every new Warzone map in MW3 will also be playable in Zombies as well, which would be really cool. And of course, we had a confirmation that Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island will be added to Warzone at some point next year. Definitely not as soon as Season 1, but probably in Season 2 or 3, right? Those maps being brought over to MW3 Zombies, like Rebirth Island, MW3 Zombies, pretty much Mob Dead, would be so sick. So I definitely cannot wait for that, and hopefully they do bring all of those maps to MW3 Zombies just to enhance that experience overall. Now, for some more stuff here, we also have an anime collab as well, which is kind of interesting. A Crunchyroll Call of Duty partnership, which I guess will have some bundles there. Maybe we'll have some in-game events. I don't know how far they're going to go with this here. This could probably be for Season 1 Reloaded, right? But interesting stuff there. Let me know down below your opinions on that. We, of course, also have a ranked play releasing. That will be Season 1 Reloaded, most likely. That's what it was last year. It might have been a bit later, actually, last year, but it's not going to be right at the launch of Season 1. It should be around to Season 1 Reloaded, which is still pretty cool. Of course, we're going to have a bunch of rewards for that as well. And, of course, we had that major MW3 leak about the seasons for this game being themed off of Legacy COD titles. And, of course, Season 3 was leaked to be an Advanced Warfare theme, with the EM1 laser, the BAL, the ASM-1, all those classic Advanced Warfare weapons returning in the game. Now, obviously, does that mean that Season 1 will also be themed based on an older Call of Duty? I feel like they might not start that just yet. I feel like Season 1 will definitely have Shipment as a DLC map. Of course, Urzikstan is confirmed for Warzone. Maybe one new MP map newly created for this game, and then they'll start doing the themed COD Legacy seasons starting with Season 2. That makes the most sense as of now. We'll see very soon. We also had previous leaks about MW3 2011 maps being made for this game as well, which I'm personally so excited for. MW3 had so many solid maps I would love to see in this game. Of course, I want to see newly created maps as well, but a game called MW3 has got to have some MW3 maps, right? Just in my opinion. Just like how MW2 last year should have had some MW2 OG maps. Of course, now we know why they didn't release those in that game. We're getting all of them from MW3. But I don't know, a game called MW3 in my head has to have some OG MW3 maps. So let me know down below if you want to see some of that there. And we did have other maps leaked out as well. It doesn't mean much, honestly, but the map code names are Delayed, Arcade, and Greece. I don't know, maybe a map is going to take place in an arcade. A map could take place in Greece. It doesn't mean much, but I just wanted to add that there. These are 3 maps that leaked out from MW3's DLC seasons here. Now, for more stuff, of course, during Season 1 as well, a bit after, we're going to have a holiday event for MW3, which is pretty exciting overall. So MW3 will have both a winter holiday event and a New Year's event as well. Both will have rewards for players to unlock, which is of course pretty obvious. As I've said, MW2 has done a pretty good job with these events here, giving us free rewards, challenges, unlocks, and they're going to continue it this year with MW3. Can't wait to see what those rewards are. Hopefully we get more just cool camos, animated camos, mastery camos that we could use on all weapons and not just blueprints, because sometimes the blueprints are interesting, but we would much rather have a ghoulie camo, for example, that looks insane and it's also usable on all weapons. So hopefully we have a crazy animated Christmas themed camo or a New Year's camo with a bunch of fireworks that's, you know, flowing around on the weapon, super animated, and again, usable on all weapons. We'll see very soon. And for this Christmas event as well, there's a potential Undead Santa bundle releasing, which is interesting. It'll include an Undead Santa operator. Now, again, this is very early. We don't know for sure what we're getting here, but it's obvious we're going to have some, you know, holiday-themed bundles release a part of this event, right? Now, this could be interesting because obviously now we have MW3 Zombies, and we could have some Christmas holiday themed zombies bundles or zombies things as well. So maybe they'll change the Urzikstan map in MW3 Zombies to have a holiday theme. That'd be pretty cool as well. We're gonna have some reskins probably in multiplayer. Of course, if shipment does release at the beginning of season 1 for MW3, we might have another holiday themed shipment map as well, which of course in MW2 was really cool in my opinion. A really good looking map. We had this back in Vanguard as well. So we'll see what we're getting here. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy, but hopefully they have some pretty cool stuff, good rewards, good challenges, some reskins in multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, all of that good stuff. Now looking back at MW2's season 1 update, it was actually a bit interesting. That season was 96 days in total, which is kind of crazy. It started on November 16th and went all the way until February 15th. Now, if we bring that to this year, 96 days after December 6th would be around Wednesday, March 6th, which would be an insanely late start for Season 2 of MW3, right? So I doubt it's going to be that long, but who knows? MW2's Season 1 was delayed. It was really long. I mean, and they may do it again. They may have a super long Season 1, and then obviously we saw for the rest of MW2's seasons, they became a lot shorter. Some seasons only being 50 days in total, right? So we'll see what they do there. Obviously, Season 2 is a pretty long while away, but I want to give you an idea as to what we saw last year with Season 1 and how it could be another pretty long start to MW3's DLC season this year. But overall, that's it here for this video. A good little idea as to what content we're getting over the next couple months here for MW3. Of course, as we get closer to these updates, we'll go through more in-depth videos on every single piece of content, free reward we're getting for all of these updates. Let me know down below what you're most excited for here. I'm definitely excited to see what that holiday event's all about, how hard they're going to go, how much content they really add, all that good stuff. But for now, be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.